What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. I'm here to check out the brand new trailer for Halo, the series, Season 2. I am a huge Halo fan. I've been playing Halo since Combat Evolved, and you can even still catch me on Halo Infinite if you guys run that as well. But I wasn't a huge fan of Season 1 of this series. I think they changed way too much from the lore of the games, and not in a way that made it a good adaptation. They changed things that made it a very poor adaptation, I think, because it affected the way the story was told. They made it way more generic than Halo, I think, should be. Halo has so much rich and interesting lore, and they really changed things to make it seem very generic. But that being said, I am excited to check out Season 2 of the series. I'm hopeful that they kind of learned their mistakes from Season 1, and Season 2 is going to be a little bit more action-oriented, and hopefully, maybe we'll end up on the Halo ring this season. Either way, I'm excited. Let's check out the trailer, guys, starting right now.
You deserve the truth.
Oh, John 117. Kai.
Is at our gates.
Okay. Oh.
Their numbers are overwhelming.
Oh, damn. It's a lot of Covenant.
Green who makes this stand with us.
Oh my God. Are they? Are they going to be adapting the fall of Reach? Reach?
More innocent people can escape. When they do, they will go forth.
Halsey.
Tell the story that you write today. You will be remembered.
Oh!
Remembered.
Is that the Arbiter?
Remembered. Remembered.
Okay. Oh, a Halo ring. How nice to see a Halo ring in Halo. Okay, February 8th, coming soon. A lot sooner than I think we realized. It's pretty close. Listen, I like this trailer. I think it shows way more action in this trailer than we got for the majority of Season 1. I think we got like really 3 major action sequences for the entire season. Last season, that was in episodes 1, 4, and 8, or 1, 5, and 8. Either way, this looks like they really upped the action and upped the effects for this season, which I liked because that was something that was missing from that first season. And I think that's something they did well in the first season. I think with a lot of the dialogue and the writing, there was a lot of missteps, but the action certainly looked really good when they were all in invested on those action sequences. Also, I'm really curious how they're going to explain away some of the plot holes of Season 1. Like, we ended with Cortana essentially taking over John's body, right? She took over John's body, essentially killing John's consciousness. I know that's not, we all knew that wasn't going to take, but it seems like this trailer is kind of just letting you know, like maybe they're going to get rid of that status quo as quickly as possible, because that was a weird thing to introduce last season anyway. But it looks like John's going to be himself again, and Cortana is going to be back to being the AI version of Cortana. So, okay, we answered that. I saw Soren 066 in this trailer. They kind of just dropped that storyline, right? Between Soren and I can't remember the person's name from Season 1, but that just shows you that the character was a little bit forgettable. But the character that was introduced in the first episode that John saves, they kind of dropped that story completely at the end of Season 1 and never touched back on it in the finale. But yeah, it's interesting. It looked like they're going to be adapting the Fall of Reach story. That's what it looks like. It looks like Reach is getting obliterated in this trailer. We see an elite that resembles the Arbiter pretty heavily. I think the armor looks more Arbiter-esque than the elite armor from Season 1. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I checked out Season 1, but I don't remember it looking that close to the Arbiter from Halo 2. But again, like I said, I could be mistaken. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. We see a lot more Spartans. We saw a shot of Kai. I don't think we saw the other 2 members of Blue Team Or is it, no, I'm sorry, the series, it's Silver Team, if I remember correctly. blue team is from the official canon of Halo. But really curious how they're going to adapt Reach. So if this season is adapting the fall of Reach, that from what it looks like, does that mean that the ending of this season is going to lead to season 3, which is going to be essentially Halo 1? Is that what they're trying to set up? Or is half of this season kind of going to be the fall of Reach, mid-season finale, and then the other half of this season is going to get us to the Halo ring, and it's going to get us to the familiar story that we know from Combat Evolved? I don't know. All I know is we should eventually end up on a Halo ring at some point in Halo the series, right? I'm not going crazy, right? Either way, what I want this show to do is I want this show to kind of push back on John being a chosen one protagonist, because I think that's a really big misstep from season 1. They took the concept of humanity being the chosen people of the Forerunners and kind of bottleneck that into only certain members of humanity are chosen people by Forerunners, and then it was John, and it made John feel like this Jesus figure, which I don't think works well for Master Chief in terms of like the Halo lore, because what makes Master Chief such a unique protagonist is that Master Chief is kind of like on paper, not the best, not the strongest, not the can't lift the most weights. He's not the top tier Spartan, but he's a Spartan who's constantly using his willpower and luck to remain ahead of the game. And I think that everyman quality of John, that ability to put yourself in John's shoes, makes him a very interesting protagonist, as opposed to like the Anakin Skywalkerization of John that we got in season 1 of Halo. I'm not against humanizing the character of John. I don't think we need a very robotic Master Chief that a lot of people complained about. I don't mind introducing some of the more human elements of John's character, like his backstory and some of the more complex emotions that we see from John, like in Halo 4, 5, and 6. I don't mind that at all, but I do think we need to tone down the Jesus allegories for Chief. I don't think we need him to be this chosen one savior, because that, I think, takes away from the specialness that is Master Chief, right? How many... We have Luke Skywalkers, we have Harry Potters, we have all these chosen one heroes' journeys, and I don't think that's Chief's journey. I think Chief's journey is much more like, he's just a guy you want to follow. He's a guy that you trust, and he doesn't need to be the chosen member of the society by the Forerunners to activate their technology to find the Halo. Like, we don't need that to move the plot forward. There's so many different ways that they could have moved that plot forward in season 1, and I feel like they were constantly choosing the wrong answers. But I think this looks like a course correction. It looks definitely more focused on Spartans and on humanity and on a lot of the things that we love about Halo, like the action and the fighting and the craziness. But either way, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to check this season out. As a Halo fan, I can't help but check this season out. Listen, I've waited so long for a Halo movie/TV series that I really, really want this to work. And I love Pablo as John. I think that's another thing that I should say. I don't want to hate on Pablo Schreiber as John. I think he did a really good job for what he was given in season 1. And I think given the chance to be John, I think he works very well. So I'm really excited to see him play this character. But again, I just want them to make it more a Halo that is more recognizable to fans of this franchise, because there are so many of us out there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to check out our other videos, click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.